excited to be here with you in Prince William County. If you guys would do me a favor, would you stand and join me in welcoming our 74th Governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia, the Honorable Youngkin. Such an honor to be here today for this wonderful celebration as we celebrate Control Environment Agriculture. We have a bill signing and really show the success of this industry, the growing parts of agriculture. To kick things off today and get us started, I'd like to call up our Prince William County Chairwoman, Ms. Sandra Jefferson.
All right, good afternoon, friends and neighbors and distinguished guests. Thank you all for being here today. As chair of the Prince William Board of County Supervisors, I am thoroughly honored that Beanstalk's founder, Jack and Michael Ross, have chosen Prince William County for their example. We have several notable guests with us today as we celebrate. I would like to thank Virginia Secretary of Agriculture and Forestry, Matt Moore, and obviously Governor Youngkin. The work this administration has done to drive control environment agriculture. Control environment agriculture plays a key role in the future of farming. I would also like to thank delegates Ian Locker and Dr. Thomas, Ian Lovejoy, as well as Senator Washington here for the work they have done to ensure that companies like GameStop are treated like traditional farms. Lastly, I would like to extend a warm welcome to the other officials who are here today. We have with us members of the Board of Supervisors, Supervisor Bob, Supervisor Mr. David, we have school board member Eric. Beanstalk's flagship vertical farming production facility is a step towards returning our global food system. And this is exactly the type of innovation our community is seeking. As a county that is home to 2 national parks, 2 national wildlife refuges, a state park, a state forest, and a state national area reserve, we know that protecting our environment is crucial. Companies like Beanstalk help support innovation, foster smart growth, and maintain our commitment to our residents. We're proud that Prince William County will be a part of this progress. Again, thank you to everyone on the stage who has made this possible. It is now my pleasure to introduce my friend, Delegate Amy Locker, of Virginia's 55th House District, who introduced the legislation that helped pave the way for this very special. Thank you so very much.
Again, my name is Amy Locker. I'm House Delegate District 55. And as someone who grew up on a dairy farm, I understand the importance of ensuring that vital equipment is financially accessible to our farmers, and I'm proud to have carried HB 1429. Its passage helps to modernize and clarify our tax codes and lower barriers to companies just like Beanstalk. The bill clarifies that the existing classification of farm machinery equipment should include machinery used in indoor agriculture just like vertical farming here. Our agriculture industry generates $82.3 billion in the Commonwealth and creates more than 381,000 jobs across our great state. And this bill could help increase that even more. I'm incredibly grateful to my colleagues who helped get this bill across the finish line, including Senator Latrice Garrett, who is here today and carried the bill on the Senate side. She's been repeatedly recognized by the Virginia Chamber of Commerce for work as a member of the House of Delegates to promote economic development and incentivize job creation in distressed communities. It's my pleasure to introduce Mrs. and Senator Garrett. Thank you.
To the amazing leadership team and founders of Beanstalk, Ms. Jefferson, Dr. Youngkin, all the special guests gathered, good afternoon.
So I might be a little ways from home, travel up the highway in Petersburg, but I did so because today is just such an exciting moment. I have the great pleasure of carrying Senate Bill 483, which you just heard a little bit about. And again, that legislation clarified that the equipment, whether it goes left and right or up and down, farm equipment is farm equipment, and it should be treated accordingly for tax purposes. As we think about the ways we need to meet our growing food demands in our Commonwealth, it is just critical that we continue to modernize that approach and ensure that our companies and organizations have the tools to encourage that growth. I know that the investment that we are here celebrating in Prince William County by Beanstalk, or last year by Quincy and Chesterfield County, are groundbreaking and fast making Virginia a leader in the growth industry, pun intended. I am proud again to stand here with my colleagues in the administration as we work together, because at the end of the day, as a Commonwealth, we have an obligation not just to attract new in different types of industries, but to remove barriers to make sure that they can be successful, that they can grow, and that we can incentivize others to come and also join in the work that they are doing. That is ultimately what our responsibility is as leaders here in our Commonwealth. And so, with that being said, I want to allow us to quickly get on to a celebration. And so, it is my honor to also introduce Delegate Josh Thomas, who represents his district here in 21. Here, during his first year serving in the Virginia legislature, Delegate Thomas championed numerous bills amplifying Virginia's workers and environmental protections, and obviously many approaches to support companies like Beanstalk. And so again, I am happy and proud to join in today's celebration. It was an honor to carry the legislation, and now please join me in welcoming Delegate Thomas.
Good afternoon, I'm Delegate Josh Thomas, and welcome to the 21st District here in Western Prince William County. Today is a fantastic day, because today is a striking example of when the private sector and the public sector come together to make economic development right. The right incentives provided in the right location so that people can go out and be successful. And I'm so happy and very biased that it happened here in the 21st District. I can't thank the bill patrons enough, and also the governor and his executive team to make sure that this happened. You know, when I was out campaigning last year, I heard over and over again, I know our supervisors have heard this too, we've got over half the county and those that work leaving the county every day to other jobs. And boy, what a great change to have more companies coming to Prince William County so people can stay in Prince William County, continue to make Prince William County a great place to live, work, and raise a family. And so I think you've heard a lot from the government, which is great, but let's hear from our fellows from Beanstalk as well. So it's my honor to introduce co-founder and president, Jack Walker.
Thank you so much for coming. My name is Jack Ross. I am co-founders of Beanstalk alongside my brother Michael. What's behind me is the beginning of what will be one of the largest vending machines in the entire world, except on beans growing fresh produce. This is a major step forward for us at Beanstalk. When Michael and I originally started the company, it was to move our food system to a food system based on fresh produce instead of processed foods. This facility here will make a major dent in that in our local food system. Producing over 1 million pounds of fresh salads and greens, we will be able to provide our region with the best and highest quality fresh produce so that we can eat better and feel good about the food that we're eating, knowing it is grown as well and grown sustainably. Behind me, despite being substantially larger than our farm in Northern Virginia, where we are currently, this technology is based on the same discovery that Beanstalk had many years ago. That discovery was pivotal for us in that it really simplified the process of the equipment. And given the grand scale of agriculture, we need a process that is easy to grow. Behind me, you may notice that there is no irrigation. that was a major change for indoor farming, and it removed so many components, about 80% of the components involved. That allowed us to become more tightly packed. This is the densest growing system in the world. The discovery that we had also increased the growth rate of any plants that are growing in our system by 50%. The crop that you see down in levels that are at eyesight, that I like, are just a couple of weeks old. And that advancement means that we can produce more in a smaller footprint, which means we can get the point of production closer to all of us, which ultimately means we get fresher and tastier food. And this facility is a big step forward for us on the cost side. This facility will build an acre of canopy for less than $1 million per acre, which is a 10-fold reduction in cost from the next system. That means that we can really start to develop indoor feeding and move our production closer to where we want to grow food more sustainably and ultimately have a healthier diet that can impact our well-being. It took a lot of people for us to get here. It'll take even more for us to keep going. To talk a little bit and thank some of those people, I'd like to introduce my brother, Mike Wells. I'd like to start by just thanking everyone for showing up and celebrating what is quickly and rapidly becoming one of the best food ecosystems in the country. And I'd like to start by thanking Governor Youngkin and Secretary Orr for their support and bringing this all together. And from our customer partnerships with Chef Mateo, who's going to be cooking up some pizzas later for us, to our more corporate partnerships with Harris Teeter and Colliver, all the way to our nonprofit partnerships, which are represented here by Fresh Farm, who are supporting local farmers in Virginia, bringing their produce into restaurants, and executing on farm-to-table vision, as well as our food rescuers that bring whatever excess produce we have left over from our harvest to those in need, helping us to keep our mission, bringing good food to all people. But I'd be absolutely remiss if I didn't mention the incredibly hardworking team of farmers that sit up in the front row of this group. It starts with our Assistant General Manager, David Uceda, and his incredible hardworking team of farmers who are not only keeping our production farm and running, but also here late into the night, turning wrenches and getting plants settled into their new home. And then we have our head of construction, Paul Longer, in his construction uniform, who did an amazing job leading our construction efforts here, reducing our cost by order of magnitude, and making indoor farming a much more profitable endeavor, which ultimately means that we can build the best local food business possible. And I'd like to really close out my piece by just saying I've never been more proud to be a Virginian and an American than I have today. In our search for where to build our flagship facility, it became very clear that Virginia is for builders. From the capital to the county, we were met with a feel of enthusiasm for innovation and world-class infrastructure. So we are very grateful for the folks at the Secretary's War Office for helping us navigate the different parts of the agricultural department here. And we are very grateful for the incredible, wonderful folks at Prince William County for helping us navigate the local codes and building and getting everything organized properly and really helping us meet our future customers. And it's been such an incredible team of people who are all coming together, legislature, nonprofits, for-profits. It's all of us out here doing the good work, working hard, and building a better food system. So thank you all for coming. And I'd like to introduce our next speaker, a Virginia farmer himself, true public servant, Mr. Secretary Matt Moore of the Virginia Agriculture and Forestry Department.
Thank you, Mike, for that introduction. Thank you for those remarks. It's so exciting to be here in Prince William County today, celebrating the future of farming and the future of agriculture right here in the urban area. It's so exciting. I want to congratulate you. It was about 20 months ago, I guess, we were on a fall afternoon, about this time of the day, in Fairfax County. In Fairfax County. as we were being able to celebrate Beanstalk for the first time. And what an exciting journey it has been over these last 20 months to follow their progress and to see how their vision has become reality, how that dream became reality. And so it's wonderful to be here today to see them again and celebrate the success of a new Beanstalk right here in Prince William County. From day one of the administration, Governor Youngkin has made indoor agriculture one of his top priorities. And it's been a lot of fun to be able to watch the progress that the Commonwealth has made in these last 2.5 years. And I can honestly say one of the best parts of the job is being able to work with the many companies that we have across the state to meet them, to hear their stories, to be able to offer ways to help and assist them. And today is certainly a grand celebration of that. The reason that the Department of Agriculture is so engaged in this is through our APHID program. The governor's going to talk a little bit about APHID grants that Beanstalk received. But I will say the governor's been a tremendous owner of this program, and the budget that we introduced last December had an additional $1 million for the APHID program that we can use to work with companies like Beanstalk and help them to come to Virginia, to grow in Virginia, to expand in Virginia. And want to thank the lawmakers, the legislators that are here for supporting that as well, where they voted for the budget. In the last 11 years of our APHID program, APHID has been able to help 140 companies either come to Virginia or expand in Virginia, creating $1.5 billion of economic activity and purchasing $1.5 billion of Virginia grown products. It's a great tool to use, and I want to thank Michelle Brent who's here to show you in. She's here today to grateful for having a governor like Governor Youngkin who's such a strong supporter of agriculture. As it was said, our largest industry in the Commonwealth, and being a champion for indoor agriculture as well. I'm fortunate to travel around the country and even around the world at these CEA conferences, trying to interact with other companies around the world and let them know what we're doing here in Virginia. And I'm so proud to say that people here in Virginia, they come up to me and they recognize the role that Virginia is playing on a global scale. And they also recognize the great work that all supports starts beginning with Governor Youngkin. So please join me again in welcoming to the podium our support Governor Youngkin. By the way, CEA stands for Controlled Environment, and I'm really glad the air conditioning is working. So thank you. It's amazing. Welcome, everybody. And I'm so excited that we are all together celebrating again the journey of an amazing pair of entrepreneurs right here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And this is our chance to all see a great company being built. And the Secretary is 100% right. We got to see the beginning, and now we're seeing them expand. And I can't wait to see what happens next. We're here in Prince William County because Prince William County is a great place to do business. Guys, you made a fabulous choice. You made a fabulous choice to be in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And I do so appreciate the presence of so many of our elected folks. So thank you for coming. Chair Jefferson, thank you for your leadership. Senator Aaron, thank you for your partnership. As always, we were putting some great stuff together. Delegate Walker, thank you. Delegate Thomas, thank you. Delegate Lovejoy, thank you. What an opportunity for us to demonstrate that, in fact, state and local government works together. It doesn't matter where you sit. We have a job to do. The job is to promote Virginia business. And when you see two entrepreneurs like Jack and Michael, and you have a chance to visit with them and listen to them, what you hear is a clear passion. At the end of the day, a successful entrepreneur has a couple of characteristics: passion, courage, and a little bit of money along the way helps. But in this case, I can't tell you how excited I am to see their success. For those of you that don't know about this company, the heart of this business is, of course, its name, Beanstalk. Beanstalk was a name that, of course, Jack and Michael had learned from an early age from their amazing mother. Mother who read to them a book by a boy named Jack, who actually grew something that was affluence, but it grew to be very big. And I think that inspiration for them to grow something that is going to be impactful, very big, was planted right there. Okay, I'll stop with these crazy numbers. I keep going. I have to say, I've never been lucky enough to be given magic keys, but I think the concept lies right here. The product represents the richness of a vision, the wellness, the opportunity that indoor vertical farming presents. This is an amazing industry, and we have collectively been building in Virginia. Everyone has repeated this, and I just want to make sure everybody understands agriculture is Virginia's largest private industry, and yet technology has rooted in Virginia a place where we are developing, innovating at such a rapid pace. And when we can bring technological advances and, of course, our agricultural heritage, beanstalk is born. That is so exciting. Now, the history here is very clear, but we needed to all work together in order to establish Virginia as the true leader in the controlled environment agriculture industry. And I'm excited about the fact that so many partners have come together in order to help us make that so. You see, while we're blessed with great weather in Virginia, the controlled environment agriculture industry makes its own. And that is so exciting. But we do need talent. We do need innovation. We do need investments. We do need inspiration and vision. We're also incredibly blessed by thriving Virginia and, of course, the location that provides the rest of the nation at our delivery disposal. That is a very unique set of capabilities. So we went to work. We went to work to bring it all together in order to truly turbocharge the growth. 2 weeks in, equivalent of this amazing industry. And what I've seen is that the industry has responded to things like $5 billion of tax relief for the Commonwealth of Virginia over the last few years translates into a lot of attention. But what it also does is it brings investment. Companies around the world that are already here and expanding or coming for the first time have invested over $70 billion in Virginia in the last 2.5 years. The CEA industry has brought $500 million of that investment. With that investment has come 750 new jobs. This is just the beginning. Just the beginning, because we understand the application of this extraordinary vision. Multiple harvests every year, incredibly high quality produce, a much more efficient use of our resources, and as a result, product that consumers not only prefer, but they want. That is a great combination. And so, I so appreciate the fact that all of the elements that we need to bring together the economic incentives have also been in motion. And as the delegate and senator said today, we will double down. We, in fact, have seen House Bill 1429 and Senate Bill 43 passed literally by everybody in order to clarify that, in fact, the economic incentives that are available to our agriculture industry are available to our indoor agricultural industry as hugely important. These are big steps. Finally, I want to just reiterate the deep respect I have for visionary entrepreneurs. And at the heart of Virginia, the heart of the spirit of our nation were some visionary entrepreneurs who thought about a new way that governments should in fact be structured, of the people, for the people, by the people, representative governments. And that's entrepreneurial spirit at the heart of this country. And to see Jack and Mike come together to build a business, and to be front row fan and watch it grow, is particularly personally excited. That's why we're all here. So I have 3 pieces of business that we need to do today. The first piece of business has to do with the award of our APHID grant. The APHID grants, as Secretary Rohr said, are hugely important in order to incentivize, to support, and to accelerate outside investment and growth in our agriculture industry. And as Secretary Rohr said, we have been champions of the APHID program from day one. And I deeply appreciate the partnership with our General Assembly, who acknowledges the effectiveness, the ability to pull multiple levers at one time that takes $1 and turns it into a much larger sum every time we use our APHID program. And so what I would like to do, if I could, is bring forward some key players from us, because we have been very involved in this. Supervisor Bob here to come up with us. Thank you for your great work. I'd love, and by the way, just get all the Prince William County Board Supervisors to come up. Everybody come up. It's here. I know that Supervisor Bob here. I know that Chris Short is here, who is our county executive. Chris, for you, great work. And of course, Michelle here. So you got on this correct. Stand over there. And so it is my honor and privilege to present Prince William County APHID grant of $100,000 to support expansion and growth.
You're gonna look right here. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, and perfect.
Great. To give it a little bit of perspective, what this APHID grant is helping with is a commitment on behalf of Beanstalk to grow. They'll invest over $4 million right here. They'll hire lots of people to work here. And again, it will be a multiple of what our state is investing. And that's what this program is all about. Second job that we have to do today. And this is the second time I've had the opportunity to do this, but they have a new facility. And so I would love to present to Jack and Mike Ross a special gift. You guys can come up. Here we go. See, I believe that every facility in the world that is not in Virginia should come to Virginia. And the ones that are here need to expand substantially. What they do is my privilege to present to you all the flag, the Commonwealth of Virginia, is flown over our state capitol. And my only request is that you fly out first. And so that as people come and go to this amazing facility, they first understand what shows people. Second of all, that we have an enduring partnership with Beanstalk and the Commonwealth of Virginia. Which is to sign these bills and to put them in motion. And so, again, I'm going to walk over to this table and we're going to take a moment and finish the process of taking an amazingly good idea and turning it into a law in Virginia. So here we go. Okay, who's been to a bill signing before? All right, ready? This much of it happens. And everybody with me knows that there's no more recidivism. The journey of the bill, we all saw, of course, Schoolhouse Rock as a kid. The journey of a bill is really important. And it starts with an idea. It starts oftentimes with an idea that comes from Virginians. And that idea will be brought to either the administration or to one of our great legislators. And then one of our legislators will put their hand up and say, I will patron that bill. They'll work to bring along other legislators who will co-patron it, and they'll start the process. We have an amazing group of people actually who writes the bills. Which is really helpful for our legislative services. And then the work begins because the bill gets assigned to a committee, let's say we're in the House Committee, and the delegate has to go defend the bill in front of her peers. She brings in experts to explain why this bill is so important, why it's good for the Commonwealth for that bill to progress into law. The committee will either vote for or against the bill, or vote for the House. There's be a vote on the floor of the House, and then the bill moves over to the Senate, and the exact same thing starts all over back to committee, where again, now the delegate is speaking in front of senators, and then the bill onto the floor it goes. Once it's passed there, and of course it comes to the governor to sign or amend Forbes plans. In this case, we are signing. The reason why there are two bills today is because oftentimes the bills start in both places at the same time. And that is a fabulous way for a bill to become law. Because now there is tremendous cooperation from the start between one of our Senate leaders and one of our House leaders. They will participate together in order to make this happen. That gets us to today. And so it is my privilege to be, I guess, the finest candidate. But let's get started. We signed House Bill 1429. This bill clarifies the classification of farm machinery, specifically including indoor vertical farming and greenhouse equipment, to help ensure that Virginia has a fair tax system for these new and emerging technologies. And this bill, of course, was patronized by Youngkin law. Thank you so much for your efforts here. It is my privilege to sign House Bill 1429. To sign Senate Bill 483. And of course, this bill was patroned by Senator LaJourne's hair. Senator, thank you for your leadership. And while I think it might be a little repetitive, to be honest, every bill deserves to be heard. And therefore, I want to make it clear that this bill clarifies the classification of farm machinery, specifically including indoor vertical farming and greenhouse equipment, to help ensure Virginia has a fair tax system for these new and emerging technologies. And it is my privilege to sign Senate Bill 483. And then to our friends at Beanstalk, it's now your turn to install much equipment in this amazing warehouse so they can take full advantage of all of the tax breaks. And with that, I just want to thank everybody again for coming out today. I want to thank you for your support, particularly of Beanstalk, but most importantly, of entrepreneurs and business in Prince William County and the Commonwealth of Virginia. Virginia is absolutely beautiful, and it's because of the hard work of all of you. We have had record job growth for Virginians work today in Virginia than ever in the history of the Commonwealth. And that is something that we should all be incredibly proud of. So once again, God bless you. And I guess now that we've signed bills, we've handed out checks, we have flags, it is time to go to work. So thanks everybody very much.
We're going to do a flag room. Do you have any questions on the left-hand side of the stage? Should have left the flag behind. So I'll meet you guys over there.